White farmers, how are you feeling now that you sold your future? You decided to sacrifice your future because of racism. Just because you couldn't see a black person stand for presidency, you decided to lose yourself. You decided to lose logic. But then you go ahead and choose a convicted felon. And then you expect the same person to grow your economy. White farmers, I just have a question for you. How is everything? Is everything going right? Are you getting people to pick your crops? Are you getting people to work on your farms? How are the produce? Do you still get support from the government? Do you get all those things? Let me just have something to tell you. See, black farmers for the longest time have gone through challenges, and the world didn't listen to black farmers. And you ask yourself, why are black farmers not complaining? That's just a question that you are asking yourself. I have one answer for you. Black farmers were left to fend for themselves, and somehow this taught them to know and to have community, something that majority of you white farmers, you are not taught. The second thing, you white farmers, you are so much used to cheap labor because majority of people that worked on your farms were Latinos. You scared them that you're going to be reporting them to the ICE, so they worked for you for free. But when the immigration enforcement law came, you didn't have nothing to do to help them not to go. Right now you are left. You want to turn to black people to go and help you. No, this is your mess. You are the ones that created this mess. So what you're going to do, you are going to be fixing the mess that you created. But all in all, brothers and sisters, ladies and gentlemen, kings and queens, black people, beautiful people in the world, I want us to watch this video and then I'll be back. I'll be sharing my 2 cents in regards to this. So let's watch the video. I'll be back.
You can't just say, hey, I'm going to get rid of these people and then look at the farmers that are left without workers.
So first, immigrants are taking your jobs. Now they're not there to work for you. Pick a struggle because you can't have both.
I got to farm with my dad every day. It's a way of life. It's a wonderful way of life. And it's at risk. And it shouldn't be. One of the best memories that I had was just my dad teaching me how to drive a tractor. I got to farm with my dad every day. It was pretty cool. How many people could do that? People came to this country for opportunity. Opportunity equaled land. And we're giving that up. And it's wrong. It's absolutely wrong. Part of the reason why the greatness of this nation is because we take care of people and there's values of the family farm that need to be upheld. And it's good for America.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie, I need you blue state liberals to stop calling the farmers who voted for their own personal financial ruin stupid. It's infantilizing. They aren't stupid. To actually manage a farm effectively requires insane depths of knowledge in math, science, logistics. These people aren't dumb. But what they are learning, for I think in some cases the first time in their lives, is how expensive racism is. They heard Trump loud and clear when he said that he would deport their labor force and that he would tariff essentially all of the inputs they need to run their facilities. And they absolutely heard him when he claimed over and over again that the US gave too much to the world in aid, and therefore those aid streams, which most often include the food these farmers grow, would be cut. They heard it all. They just didn't believe it. They thought this was just Trump 1.0 and there would be enough adults in the room to say, hey, this is reckless. We can't do this because it will dismantle the economy. Yeah, a lot of farmers were hurt during the first Trump administration. Thanks to his reckless trade wars, particularly with China, a lot of them went bankrupt. And the bailouts that originally happened under Trump's first term didn't mostly even go to these small-scale farmers. It ended up going to big agribusiness. And I have a feeling, if past is prologue, we're gonna see that happen again if bailouts happen at all. Because the reality is these people do not actually want to save these small-scale farms. People in this admin, like J.D. Vance, very specifically invested in things like Acre Trader. Their goal is for these farmers to go bankrupt so that they can consolidate, buy up huge swaths of their land, and make a fortune. So I'm not gonna lie to you, there is very little incentive for anybody in this administration to actually give these farmers a bailout, no matter how angry and white and male they are. I doubt there are any farmers listening to this at the moment, but the billionaires do not care about you. They actually just want to take your stuff. So even if a bailout does come, and I doubt an effective one will, but if it does, it is going to be meager enough to keep these people in dire financial straits. Because the goal of a lot of these billionaires and investment firms is to make them desperate enough to sell. So you can say goodbye to small-scale family farms, that's for sure. What's kind of funny about this is that Let's Go Brandon tried to bail you out for real. And that's probably the last time anyone will, so.
When President Obama was in office, we had a wonderful jolt of energy because we had an administration that said, we're going to have advanced biofuels power our country. And then Trump got in there and decided to have his trade wars again and everything else and to roll back all those environmental protections, and the ag economy started to tank. Joe Biden gets in there again. Hey, we're going to have advanced biofuels. We're going to have airline fuel that comes from corn-based ethanol. What happened? Prices went up again, up to an all-time high, right where they were. Trump gets back in there again. We're going to have a trade war, and boom, prices are tanking again.
Just read this morning that Texas farmers are closing down because they can't find laborers to work their fields. Are you telling me white people won't work in the fields? Hey, all of you who thought they were taking your jobs, accepting applications now.
When Trump said that migrants are stealing black jobs, we know the type of jobs he was thinking about. It's like this, and this, and this. But these are stereotypes. But you know what? I'm here at the 84th Grand Conclave of Mega Sci-Fi Fraternity. What better place to ask, what type of jobs do African Americans have? Because obviously, it's not the stereotype. Hey, what do you do for a living?
I'm a retired New York City principal.
What do you do for a living?
I work in sales in Columbus, Ohio.
What do you do for a living?
I do technical sales. I build public safety networks.
I'm a supervisor for a catering company for the airlines, so I make sure everybody's safe from going home at night.
Software engineer.
I'm in my greenhouse planting some vegetables. And I'm thinking about all these farmers that's losing the farms. All them white farmers. Not the black farmers, because we donating to them. You don't hear the black farmers crying the blues, but them white farmers, oh shit, they talking about they losing their farms now because of Trump. But they voted for Trump. But they losing their farms. Right. The black farmers, you don't hear them crying the blues, right? Here's the difference. See, they wasn't dependent on the government. When you depend on the government to take care of you, my daddy told me never depend on the government. Now see, if they cut my little Social Security check, I ain't gonna say little, but because I can use that piece of coin that I worked for. You understand? I worked 32 years for my monies, for my coins. So it's mine. But I didn't depend on the government in my retired life. You don't depend on the government. No. Anyway, back to the farmers that's losing their farms. I can't even say I feel sorry for you. But this is what I'm going to do. Look here, people. Let me tell you something. Oh, look at here. This is going to be some good eating right here. You understand what I'm saying? Look here. I just grow my own stuff. Look here. That's what I'm doing right there. Yeah. So, I ain't worried about them white farmers losing their farms. I ain't even feeling sorry because they voted for Trump. You get what you asked for. You asked for the tariffs, you got them.
What's up guys, welcome back to the channel once again. So guys, American farmers, particularly those who supported Donald Trump administration, majority of them, they are struggling with labor shortage, bankruptcy and trade policy consequence. Majority of them, they are in a wake-up call and they are really regretting their votes for this administration. I want you to watch these compilations of videos and see exactly how MAGAs they are are really coming out crying hard. So watch this. I'll be back with more comment. Remember to give a video a thumbs up, and also all credits goes to the original creator of the video.
Kennedy Space Center. Attorney. We work for the district government. I'm IT guy for Northrop Grumman. I'm an IT project coordinator on the Ohio Tech Festival. What I do for a living? I'm a software manager. Sales. I'm an NCIS agent, federal agent, and a polygraph examiner for them. Hey, I work for a nonprofit organization that supports families and individuals when they experience some level of trauma or stress. I'm the AVP of Program Management, manage project managers and business analysts all over the world. I'm the chief meteorologist for Telemundo and for the NBC affiliate in Delaware. Got a question. What's up? What do you do for a living? I own my own restaurant. All right. What do you do for a living? I'm social worker. I'm a student. At Jacksonville State University. What are you studying? Psychology with a sports management minor. I am a school teacher. I'm an HR professional at FedEx. High school person. I work at the United States Military Academy in the admissions department. I'm a retired colonel, United States Army, 31 years. But my profession now is that I sell oil and gas. I am a physician. I do sports medicine and occupational medicine. I work in the Richmond, Virginia area. I currently attend the United States Military Academy, took a mission to be a second lieutenant in the United States Army.
This is the first time in my life farming that I still have crop in my bins that I can't sell. Basically what we're getting out of a bushel of corn or a bushel of rice would be like you making $5 an hour and trying to pay your bills at home. Mexico and China are the two biggest rice buyers for the United. They buy more rice off of us than anyone. And when they stop buying rice, we have nowhere to go with the rice. It won't be a trickle down effect. It will be like flushing a toilet if the ag industry collapses. Totally 100% dependent upon the Lord Jesus Christ. I surrender it to Him.
So I just saw this video of this white man who's not MAGA, by the way, or at least he says he's not, but because he damn sure selling the look. But he says he has a fake account over on Twitter, and he joined this group of white farmers, and he's pretending to be MAGA just to see what they're talking about. So apparently they had this group chat or group call where the white MAGA farmers were upset and saying the only reason why they voted for shitty britches was because they thought the blacks didn't have jobs and the blacks would come back and work their fields. They thought they were going to get slavery back by voting for shitty britches. But they have been saying loud and proud with their chest that immigrants were taking their jobs. Yet, there are a couple of farms here in Texas that overnight lost 100% of their workforce. But immigrants was taking their jobs, right? Racism is expensive, huh?
Who did you vote for president?
Mr. Trump.
Right?
Mr. Trump.
If the election were today, Frank, would you vote for Donald Trump?
No way.
Couldn't happen.
No.
You voted for President Trump. So now, in this moment, you say you're in a free fall. What is your message to him?
So I'm off the Trump train. Where I'm going for now is I got to protect my business.
Highland, a wheat farmer who says he's lost $400,000 since Trump took office.
I think there was a lot of people who voted for him that want to stay loyal to him, but it's going to get to the point where financially, if it's between supporting the president or losing your family farm.
You voted for the president?
Yes, I did.
And do you support these policies which might be hurting farmers like you?
Right now, we're the ones that are taking the hit.
I think he's sort of backstabbing the main people who got him into office in the Midwest, and he just left us down.
So them farmers really thought we was coming to get in them fields? Is that what I'm reading? Y'all really thought we was coming to get in those fields? It's funny when black people say stuff like over a year ago when we said that Donald Trump specifically saying that immigrants were coming over here to steal black jobs meant that him deporting them was supposed to open the door for us to get back in the fields. Of course, immediately, most people said, y'all are reaching. Now here we are. They are literally on Twitter, all over social media, complaining about the fact that we did not come into those fields. I get the unemployment rate is rising rapidly in the black community. I believe for us, it's about 7% compared to about 4.5% for just about any other demographic. But that also means that 93% of us have jobs. 93% of us are working. And 93% of us were never coming out into those fields to pick your stupid crops. Y'all are supposed to be the pick them up by their bootstraps people, right? Y'all are always the ones talking about earn this, that, hard work, this, that. But then y'all never want to do your own damn work. Y'all brought us over here, all right? We spent hundreds of years doing that stuff for free. We spent another 100 years after that with Jim Crow rights. We fought, bled, died, protested, did everything we possibly could to gain the rights that we have now. We live in this country, we work, we own businesses. We are not going back to your fields. Can y'all just let that shit go? Like, I said, can y'all let it go? It ain't gonna happen. And there's nothing you're gonna do to make it happen. You don't got the numbers. You don't have the manpower. We're not going back. The experiment failed, okay? And now guess what's happening? Food is rotting in the ground because y'all really thought we was coming back out there.
You've said you have almost no equity left.
It's getting down. It's getting low.
You think you can make it another year?
I don't know. Do you just keep going, rolling the dice, hoping things will turn? I mean, it's not looking good.
We're going to take some of that tariff money that we made, we're going to give it to our farmers who are, for a little while, going to be hurt until it kicks in. The tariffs kick into their benefit.
Like most farmers we spoke to, Daniels and Carmack say they'd rather work their fields than rely on taxpayer money.
It will help pay some bills, but that's not fixing the problem. It's a Band-Aid when we need stitches.
Can you wait? Can you wait this out?
Foreign families can't wait.
I hear it's affecting your health.
Yes. 4 blood pressure pills a day. 3 different medicines. 2 years ago, none.
What do you think about when you go to bed at night?
What's going to be left in a year, 2 years? Am I the one that broke what started in the late 1800s?
Never been about qualifications or experience. It's always been about race and class. And America has always been some form of a job farm or a plantation. And what you see here is they're trying to set things in the order that they desire it to be in. Deport the brown, replace them with the blacks, and elevate the whites back to their rightful place as they see it. The press secretary is 27, the vice president is 40, and the secretary of defense is 44. It's not about experience. It's not about qualifications. It's about whiteness. 73% of air traffic controllers are white, 15% are Hispanic, 9% are black. So how is DEI the problem if 73% of the people doing the job are white? Now maybe the rest of you can see what some of us have been trying to tell you all along.
Are you angry?
Oh, yeah. Oh, I'm totally mad. There's no reason for it. This is absolute stupidity. This is a man-made crisis caused by Donald Trump, period.
John Bartman is a soybean farmer whose family has been working Illinois land since before the Civil War. This year, his crops, diligently planted, meticulously cared for, are losing their value.
This is a yield monitor. This allows me to see instantly what my yield is doing. So this is 4,134. So that's roughly $40,000 worth of soybeans that we have harvested. And a couple years ago, that was easily $60,000. So that's a major change. This is the economics. It's what we do in this country. We export food. And
we can't do that right now.
Soybeans are the largest agricultural export from the U.S., valued at more than $24 billion last year, 52% of which was exported to China. But this year, soybean exports to China are down 51% compared with the same time period last year. The drop comes as China stopped buying soybeans from the U.S. and an escalating trade war. President Donald Trump insists farmers will win the trade war. Posting on Truth Social October 1st, "We've made so much money on tariffs that we are going to take a small portion of that money and help our farmers. I will never let our farmers down." John Bartman is skeptical.
Bailout's not going to do it. Bailout, unfortunately, we need the money.
Once you lose a customer like China, can you ever get them back?
I sincerely doubt it. Why would they?
As a black farmer, it is hilarious when I hear white farmers complain about how they're losing their government subsidies and how they can't support their farms. My farm is closing down. You know, y'all acting just like a hoe acts like when their sugar daddy moves away, you know. You start crying because he don't leave that light bill money on the freaking nightstand you used to, huh? No, stop crying. Stop bitching. Your people have had centuries of a head start on black farmers. And yet, for some reason, every other video that I seen on damn Farm Talk, you know, the farm side of freaking TikTok, I'm seeing white farmers bitching, whining, and complaining. Excuse me, my people couldn't even read at one point. So why in the hell am I doing less bitching than you? You've been given everything. Imagine being so privileged that you're sitting on stolen land crying, "Daddy government, come save me. I can't afford to pay for my stolen land." Damn!
We must talk about this. We have to talk about the status of the farmers. Yep, the farmers. That overwhelmingly, the white farmers that overwhelmingly voted for Trump. Now, the farmers are asking for welfare from the government because a lot of them are losing their farms because the subsidies that they get from the government, they can't afford the farms without the subsidies in many cases. And they're like, look, we need help. But here's the difference. When the black farmers asked for help, the white farmers filed a lawsuit. They filed a lawsuit against the black farmers for asking for assistance from the federal government. And they weren't able to receive the assistance from the government because of the white farmers filing the lawsuit. Question is, do you think farmers, white farmers, should receive the help, the same help that the black farmers had asked for, and they filed a lawsuit? Should the black farmers do the same thing and file a lawsuit? Get in the comments. Let me know.
Hello brothers and sisters, welcome back to the channel. I'm hoping that you are doing great. From wherever you're watching this video from, I just hope that maybe this may be one of those expensive lessons that white farmers should learn. Because majority of the time, black folks had already tried to warn you. Black folks had already tried to tell you that things will go wrong. But somehow, you never trusted black people. You never believed them. Because of your greed. Because you know that USDA was gonna be, because you know that the USDA gonna be favoring you, you decided to vote for racism. Since you didn't want black people to have a piece of cake, you've lost the entire piece of cake. And now even the little that you had, the little that you put in your pocket, is now being taken. And that's how crazy it is. So how do I call this? I call this concept as an expensive lesson. And white farmers, you are paying for it dearly. You are paying for it dearly. And you're learning one crucial message. That racism is expensive. And the price of racism, you pay for it dearly. Because when you don't want to share a piece of cake because black people will get the piece of cake, then all it means that you voted because of greed. And now what you see is happening to you It's happening to you because of greed. So when you're left with greed. You have no one to turn to. But who you're left with is just greed. And that's how things can go wrong for you. And somehow or somewhere, you all still managed to do all these wrong things and got away with them, thinking that things gonna be working for you. But at the end of the day, karma has a way of catching up with you. And all our hope is that you all white farmers, you've learned your lessons. And you also know one important thing, the importance of community. Since majority of you are greedy, you don't want to share with each other how to survive during these hard times. This is what already black people are doing. And this is why black farmers are not complaining. This is why you're not seeing black farmers going out there complaining about the cost of living and everything. Because they already put a system that is working for them. They already put a system that is listening to them. They already put a system that really knows what black people want. But you see, you didn't do that for yourself. And so as a result, most chances are on the higher side. That's what you're prone to. Or that's what you're prone to happen. So brothers and sisters, I didn't have much to say about this. I just wanted to remind you and ask white farmers, how do you really feel about everything that is going on right now? Because right now, this is hitting everyone. Ain't nobody is escaping this. Everyone is caught in this mud. But hey, black farmers, I think you all need to go and study black farmers because they know what they're doing. And somehow they knew that this time will come. And they were already prepared. So they knew that this was something that was going to be happening. And they prepared adequately about it. So it's upon you. It's upon you also to figure out how to survive all these crazy things, because I believe that you have opportunity. You have the resources. It's just you are a spoiled kid. You're just a spoiled farmer that was used to so much privileges that black people didn't get. So as a result, black people learned how to use the little resources that they had. And that's what they maximized on. So brothers and sisters, I don't want to say much, but please let me know what you all think about this.